My neighbors, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Check your calendars. We are right now 40 days and 40 nights away from learning whether we need to build an ark. Just float away, because the poles are tighter than my whiteys. There's good news, some good news for Kamala Harris, though, who has just opened up a 31-point lead over Trump in a new Harvard youth poll. That is huge. Usually the only thing that popular at Harvard is saying you went to a small school outside of Boston. Shut up, Ainsley. We know where you went. That's not humble. That's worse. The gap is even bigger among young female voters, where Harris is leading 70% to 23%. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Young women are going to save us all, and young men are going to play Xbox and see how high they can jump off a big rock. Harris has really focused recently on attracting younger voters, including a commitment to visit 150 college campuses. Ooh, 150. She's trying to break Matt Gaetz's record. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding. He'd never date a college girl. Or as he calls them, mature honeys. According to a polling director at Harvard, this poll reveals a significant shift in the overall vibe. Yeah, the vibes are immaculate. Analysis shows Harris ate and left no crumbs. Her campaign had a buzz and glow up. In conclusion, the children have broken my brain. Boots King. Vice presidential debate. The candidates out there on both sides for the vice president are busy prepping for their big showdown next Tuesday night, and we will be live, I tell you, right after the debate, right here from the Ed Sullivan Theater. And here's the nice thing. You won't even have to change the channel clicker, because the debate is being hosted by CBS, which is why the moderators this year are Tracker and the stopwatch from 60 Minutes. I love you, Tracker. Unlike Trump, Vance is actually preparing to debate. In his rehearsals, Walz is being played by Minnesota representative and guy at the high school reunion, reminding you of all the great times you had together and how that guy was definitely still breathing when you left the party, remember? Tom Emmer. Meanwhile, Walz is preparing for the debate with the help of Pete Buttigieg, who is playing Mr. Vance. Yeah, Buttigieg. It must be difficult for Buttigieg to get into character since Vance has none. Trump may be busy campaigning, but he'll never lose sight of his first love, selling garbage. Yesterday, Trump announced he's promoting silver Trump coins with his face on them, which cost $100, but the silver they're made of costs only $30. What a deal! Honey, I know I bought a Trump coin at a 210% loss, but you can use the Trump coin to buy Truth Social stock, and once that, eventually bounces back, we'll invest the profit in an NFT trading card of his gold sneakers, which is pegged to the price of the little pieces of his suit we got from when he got arrested, then convert it to Trump crypto, which we'll use to buy Melania's book, which, get this, is worth one Trump silver coin. What's that suitcase for? Where are you going? Bye. Bye, bye. Take a look at the ad. What was your favorite part of the ad? Mine was when the silver poop ejaculated. Or, don't know what's going on there. Or maybe the fact that the Trump coins are made from a bar already labeled Trump coins. It continues. Okay. But who walks around with a single coin in a velvet pouch? This isn't the Middle Ages. You there! I say you there! You there, peasant boy, fetch me a handsome goose, for I have a silver coin emblazoned with the face of the village idiot. Off with you, my lad! Step lively! Step... Now, on the whole, this coin ad is pretty awful, but at least the rockin' soundtrack provides work for the one guy who makes those sweet public domain guitar licks. Isn't that right, Blaze?
That's right, Steve.
That's great. There you go. There you go. You get the kick in there. That's great. Do you know any other songs, Blaze?
Oh, yeah, I got one for sad commercials like funeral homes.
Hold on. Wait, Blaze, stop. Well, that sounds like the same song.
Oh, don't worry, Steve. I also play covers. Here's Stairway to Heaven.
The guy who does guitar licks for ads, everybody, Blaze. Now, our self-imposed mandate here at The Late Show every night is to talk about what's going on in the news, okay? And I don't really like to insert myself into it, but sometimes the news inserts itself into me. And it's happened again. Last night, Donald Trump got hopped up on prescription-strength Tic Tacs, and he posted this. I briefly watched an interview of Stephen Colbert on highly government-subsidized PBS. Why would they be wasting time and the public's money on this complete and total loser? Wow. Wow. Huh. Wow. In the middle of a hotly contested presidential campaign, you took the time to hate watch me on PBS? First of all, I'm flattered. Thank you. Thank you. But more importantly, you shouldn't be hate watching me on PBS. You should be hate watching me on CBS. Daddy wants the views. You know, PBS or something like that. Actually, wait a second. You're 78. You're out of the demo. Nobody cares if you watch. Now, presumably, the show Trump was talking about was a PBS NewsHour interview with me and my wife, Evie, about our best-selling book, Does This Taste Funny? A book you can buy right now. It's a bestseller, okay? New York Times bestseller. Trump's review went on. He is not funny. He is not wise. Not wise? How dare you, sir? How dare you? May I remind you of the immortal words of Socrates, who said, "Kiss my salty man bag, you crusty old dingus." The former president who, may I remind you, is less than 6 weeks away from an election that for him could mean either ultimate power or a serious prison sentence, took the time to add that I am, quote, very boring. Very boring? I beg to differ. And so does the greatest audience in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Still, if you're wondering why Trump wrote that I am, in all caps, very boring, I am confident that it's because during that PBS interview, I said this.
Would you have former President Trump on the show?
I've had him before, and he was kind of boring, so no. He's just... Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, he's clearly upset because I called him boring, and I called him boring because I knew it would upset him, which it did because he's so predictable, which is ultimately what makes him kind of boring. Hey! But, right? But Trump wasn't done ranting. He continued, CBS should terminate his contract and pick almost anyone right off the street who would do better and for far less money. Well, okay, I disagree, but to be fair, I'm gonna give it a shot. Let me just take a peek outside to Times Square and see if I can grab anybody. Hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, there you go. Hey, you, fella, the redhead, come here. Come here. There you go. The step. There you go. And thanks so much. Thanks so much. You stand right there. See that spot right there? You stand right here. Thanks, buddy. You stand right there, and I picked you at random off the street to host the Late Show. If you just stand there and just read off the prompter.
I can't read the prompter with this hat on.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I can't read the prompter with this hat on.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I can't read the prompter with this hat on.
Bravo's brilliant Andy Cohen.
Where's my cocktail? There it is. Cheers, Stephen. We have a great show for you tonight. Bill Gates is here. Jane Goodall is here.
But when we come back, a New York Republican is in deep dum-dum. Andy Cohen, everybody.